morning, boys and girls. How is everyone today? Happy Wednesday morning from the new Mr. B's Hive. Got some familiar faces here with us. Here's Rickety Tickety Bumblebee. Got our friend Mabel. I hope that you all are enjoying the time that you're spending with your family at home. I am missing you all very much. I look forward to calling some of you all today. Some of you will hear from myself today. Some of you will hear from Miss Norris today. Just know that all of you are in our thoughts and our hearts and our prayers. I'm going to go over some of the work that was sent home for today. Today we'll be discussing our letter P sheet. All right, so we'll go over that. We'll be discussing a drawing that Mr. Baxter did. We will also be going over some of the doodles that we've been doing. I hope you guys have been tuning in to those Mo Willems doodles where he's been showing you how to draw some of his characters that we love, like the pigeon that can't drive the bus and Gerald the elephant. And then we have some snap words that we're going to go over also. But first, guess what I've got, guys? I've got my ukulele. So we're going to gather up, all right? We don't gather together right now because we're practicing those social distancing, making sure everybody's safe. But myself, Mabel, and Rickety Tickety are gathered here, and we are going to send a special little video to you all. Please make sure that you all are doing this week's work right now, that you are not looking at any of those other letter or number worksheets. That's all for next week and the following week, and Mr. Baxter promises to go over those with you, okay? But as of right now, I'm just be working on our letter sheets. You've got the letters N, O, P, Q, and R, and then you're going to have 5 of these worksheets that are writing sheets. You guys can do any choice writing that you want. Tell me what you're enjoying about your time at home. Tell me what you're missing, or just tell me what your favorite food might be. And I can't wait to show you mine today. But first, boys and girls, let's gather up, all right? You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go. We are gathering on the rug, except at home. Everybody's here now. This is my own space now. I am here and I miss you. All right, let's take a look at that P letter sheet, boys and girls. Oh, sorry, Rickety Tickety fell. Let's take a look at our P letter sheet. All right, so we know the letter P makes the P sound. You are to start with your capital P. You would go from the headline all the way down to the foot line, and then around from the headline to the belt line. You see how I practiced my P, the capital P, in each one of these boxes, and then I made sure to write 3 capital P's. Now make sure that your P is pointing the right way, pointing the right way. If it's a circle with a line, then it's a pretty fine 9, but if it's a P, it's going to be pointing in that direction. Next, you practiced your lowercase p. Now the lowercase p has a line that starts at the belt line and falls all the way down below the foot line. Then you have a circle that starts here at the belt line and circles around, down, touching the foot line, back up to the belt line. Practice those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making sure every time I go below that foot line, back up to the belt line, down to the foot line, and around. And then please make sure you write 3 lowercase p's for that extra practice. Next, guys, we wrote a sentence. Oh, Rickety Tickety, I'm sorry. We wrote a sentence with the word play. Now, each one of these words is a snap word. We've got we like to play. We like to play. We do like to play, but right now we're practicing and we're playing at home. This may be brother and sister, but I was thinking, guys, look, I'm missing the fact when we were able to play on our playground. Here's the spinny thing that some of our friends like to sit in, and then here's some friends throwing a basketball back and forth. And once everybody gets back together and we're able to play, we'll be able to have fun like this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the P letter sheet today. Remember, P is a part of our alphabet, and it makes the P sound. Don't forget, each letter has a name, each letter makes a sound, and each letter has its own shape. Next, I'm going to move on to share my writing with you guys. Remember, I wrote the number 3 right here because today is our 3rd writing. All right? Now, I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing, what we're doing right now. And right now, it's me at my house. So here's Mr. Baxter. I noticed that I left something out. You're exactly right. I've got one label. Here's Mr. Baxter. I've got my house, because here's my house, but then here's a little box. I'm not sure what that could be. It's Cosmo. You're exactly right. So I need to add that label, my dog. Let me add my label in right here. We know that snap word, my, M-Y, and dog. You all know my dog's name is Cosmo. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. That C for K. Then the short O, O, Cosmo. Now, I have a very important secret to share with you all. You all know in Mr. Baxter's writing, we like to put 3 labels in our picture so that we have a detailed picture, and we also like to add some snap words. I'd like for you to try to add at least 3, but boys and girls, every single word that I was able to put in my sentence today was a snap word. Take a look here. I like my house and my dog. Each one of those is a snap word. Do the picture and the sentence match? Does it look right? Sound right? Make sense? We've got an excellent writing going here. I hope that you guys can come up with writing. Show me that what you're doing at your house. If you don't believe me that was a sentence made all by snap words, let's take a look at some of them really quick. This snap word is I. Say it with me. I. This snap word here is like. Like. Say it with me. Like. Snap word, my. You're right. M-Y, my. Oh, here's a big snap word, but it starts with our, we know that. All right, here's a vowel team. O-U says ow, so house. House. Excellent. That's like my sentence. I like my house. And, say this one with me. And then we can go back and find my. And our last word is dog. We can robot talk dog because it's a CBC word. Let's do it together. Dog. Dog. I like my house and my dog. Now, I'm going to put these back. Each day, we're going to go over some snap words, guys. I've got them in our little snap word sleeve. I will have some new ones for us to look at tomorrow. I wanted to show you guys a couple of the doodles that I've been working on. Here, do you guys remember the story, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus? Well, here is the pigeon that I drew with the help of the author and the illustrator, Mo Willems. He's such an awesome guy. I hope you guys are tuning in to those Mo Willems doodles a day at lunch. Here's the pigeon. Remember, don't let that pigeon drive the bus. And here is our friend Gerald. Gerald the elephant. Now, Gerald was really fun to draw because Gerald's nose, I didn't realize this, his trunk is made out of 2 number 7s. Across the sky, down from heaven. That's the way we make a 7. And then we drew a big circle. And then Mr. Mo Willems told me that Gerald's eyes are actually the number 8 on its side. So I'm getting some number writing practice in there also. Then I was able to draw his ears. And don't forget to sign your work. Look here, guys. In the very beginning of that video, he showed me how to turn the number 17 into a dinosaur race car. So pay attention closely. I hope you guys are doing those drawings. They're all kinds of fun. Now, last thing we're going to do this morning, and I hope you guys are doing it, is, let me straighten this up some. We're going to do a little bit of number practice. I'm going to check the video really quick. All right, we're going to do a little bit of number practice, and we're going to do it with our dice. I did not bring the dice home from school. I brought home a different dice, one that I can roll on the table and actually see the number. But today we are going to be doing number bonds. Whatever number our dice lands on, we are going to make number bonds. So we're going to roll 3 times, hopefully get 3 different numbers to put in the hole, and we will break those numbers apart or decompose them. All right, boys and girls, when you see this video, please make sure you draw yourself 3 number bonds on any sheet of paper, and you can break down or decompose the numbers with me, okay? I'm going to set my paper down, roll the dice. Oh, our first number is the number 2. So we are going to write 2, half a moon, more to do, slide to the right to make a 2. Now I'll put 2 in the hole of my number bond because that's how many we have all together. Now there's 2 different ways that I can break apart the number 2. We know that any number and 0 is always that same number, but I want to get a little more challenging than that. So I'm going to break the number 2 apart. If I look at the dice, I see 1, 2. So I know 2 can be broken into 1 and 1. So I'll write those numbers in my parts. This shows me that 1 goes together with 1 to make the number 2, or that 2 can be broken apart into 1 and 1. If you want to get even extra smart, you can use these numbers to write yourself an addition number sentence. All right, let's roll the dice another time and get another hole. Oh, I'm going to stop it right there on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was our number from yesterday. I'm going to write the number 4 in our hole. Now, there are a few ways that we can break down the number 4. I'm going to put the number 4 up on my hand, and I am going to, this time I'm going to break it into, let's say, I'm going to put one finger down here, so I'm going to put it up over here. So I've taken the number 4 and broken it into 3, and you're right, 1. You're exactly right. So I'm going to write those in my parts. 3 is one part, 1 is another part. Boys and girls, let's check that. 3 is one part, 1 is another part. Put them together and it makes 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Way to use that number bond to decompose the number 4. One more time, we're going to roll the dice. Yes, it landed on the number 1. That's what I was looking for. So we are going to write 1 in our hole. Now, there is only one way that we can decompose the number 1. We can only break it down into 1 and 0 because there's nothing else we can take from 1. If we take 1 away, there's only 0 left. So the only parts that you can do for the number 1 is 1 and 0. That was our math practice. But you know what we forgot to do before our math practice? Ring our bell. Boys and girls, remember, I know everybody's missing everyone. If you are tight or tense, you don't ring out that beautiful sound. But if you take a couple of deep breaths and you can begin to open up your mind and realize that everything is going to be all right. We miss you a whole lot. That's our math practice for today. Today is Wednesday, March the 18th, 2020. I look forward to hearing some responses from this video and hope that you guys are at home and safe and enjoying your time with your family. Love you all very much. Mr. Baxter, signing off.